Live stream here on Twitch and lichess.org. International Master William Pascal. Hello. Hello. Welcome everybody. Sorry, I'm just acting like the real Panda. Our other host Panda is in Budapest, so hoping to get him on a Skype call one of these days. But as for now, it's just me. We're going to be doing our weekly viewer tournament tonight here on lichess and Twitch. Welcome, everyone. Tonight is 5+3 casual blitz. JCS, thanks for being here to be our moderator for the stream and taking part, maybe, perhaps, possibly. Anyway, welcome, Mr. Bait, JCS. Who else is here? I think it's just you guys so far. Kind of quiet. We've got 12 minutes till the tournament starts. It's the Sparklehorse Arena 5+3 casual blitz. It's going to last for 2 hours. Welcome everybody. I'm going to post the link here. You guys can see. Paste. I'm a little bit worried it has some lag. So we're going to play for 2 hours. You guys feel free to drop in, drop out. The cool thing about the arena tournaments on lichess.org, you can always just pause the tournament and come back whenever you want, or maybe just play a few games. No obligation. No obligations. When I lose my chess job, I'll become like a voiceover guy for commercials, maybe. I wish. Probably make pretty good money with that. Astrobate says lag. Let's see if the stream is actually working. It is. It's actually working. LAG. I've got no viewers. Do we truly have no viewers? Let's check it out. 0 viewers, 6 viewers. Alright, we're ready to get started. Our arena will start in 10 minutes. Ludwig AC. We've got a bunch of players registered. So far, 5. Sparklehorse Fun Play, Dr. Drunkensteiner, not Dr. Drunkenstein, Astrobate, and Bulldozer Alpha. Astrobate, I can't even click the piece I want to move in increment. What does that mean? You've got lag because of your... How are you playing? With a tablet? Astrobate, do you play on a tablet or like with a mobile phone? Ubatis is here. Those guys are kind of lurking out there. The high-rated bullies waiting to join at the last possible moment. We've had too many high-rated players lately. There was a time when I used to get some odd masters and strong candidate masters. Clash Kid is here. Welcome, Clash. 1839. Now he's now the top rated after myself. Clash Kid has a 25,000 bit badge. Spartacular Camel. Spectacular Camel, what's up, guys? Thanks for being subscribers to the stream. Jim, Fishrat Cow, Spectacular, Spartacular Camel are the leading donators for the week. We're not taking your blitz rating serious, Clash Kid, but you are still the second highest rated player in the tournament, which is not, you know, is not very happy for the other players. Clash Kid is dissing his rating, but he's still the second highest rated player in the field. Nils, I know you're disappointed. Casual. Damn it. Ludwig AC, you're welcome to join. Thanks, everybody. You can just be here and commentate, Nils. Alright, welcome guys. Thanks for subscribing. Happy New Year. Yeah, we should say Happy New Year. It is the New Year. Yesterday we had our New Year's Eve stream, but now it's officially the New Year. World round. So we've got 8 minutes till the tournament starts. I played a warm-up game. It was a King's Gambit thematic blitz tournament, and I played the King's Gambit, and then the King's Gambit accepted. I played Knight F3, Black played G5. Now I played H4, which is one of the main lines. Black plays G4. And for some reason, I thought you could play knight to g1. It's another variation in another line with like bishop c4, something like that. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was lost in 5 moves, managed to win my warm-up game. Ludwig AC says, I will get my funds in order and will subscribe eventually and support as best you can. Thank you so much for that. We've got 9 players, so they're starting to show up. Clash Kid with 666 bits. The satanic bit donation. We will accept it in any denomination. 666 takes the lead. Jim is second, and Fish Rat Cow with 300. Nils. I think it's just he's just goading Nils into making a larger donation. It'll come over the top with a raise. Basically. It's a sort of bet check raise. Alright, so it looks like we'll play, oh no, we've got another guy who's 1880. So we're going to play Pictus as of right now. Clash Kid is third, Ubatis, 1782. Big Money, another subscriber is here. So 10 players already, 11 players already. Stook is rounding out at 11. Very competent 1100 player. 2019 will be horrible, at least for me. Or your father due to illness. Well, I certainly hope not, Clash Kid. I was just thinking the opposite. You know, my mother's been ill, and it's 2018, so I was just thinking today, I hope that 2019 will be better. Let's hope that it will be better. Somebody make a donation of 777. There was this Pixie song where Black Francis was like, man is 5, the devil is 6, and God is 7. So now we need to top Clash Kids. To top Clash Kid with 777. 7 is like a lucky number. Alright, so Sparkle Horse, Pictus, Clash Kid, Yabatis, Big Money, Fun Play, Dr. Drunkenstein, Ludwig, Asterbait, Bulldozer Alpha, and Stuk. Move 11's here. Do you play 5+3 Move 11? Be some good training. I hope that it will be a better year for everybody health-wise. For Clash Kid's father, for my mom, for all of you guys and your families. In China, 8 is considered lucky, and this is, yeah, the pandas here are into 8s. So, yeah. Pocket Snowman. We love 8. Pandas are a little bit round like 8s. Your opening for today was Cabernet, not for the middle game Merlot. Too sweet, man. We need to introduce Nefrab to some more sophisticated red wines. I'm big on Malbec. Mills would be second seat. Second seat, he calls it. You bought Forcing Chess Moves by my friend Charles Hertan. Yeah, Charlie's supposed to come down and do some coin. Actually, he's supposed to come down in a couple days and meet me and do some. He's supposed to how do you say? When you decide the value of something, he has to. What's the verb I'm looking for? So appraise my coin collection. So Bob says, oh, Bob's here. He says Malbec isn't wine. Master Sommelier Fred Dex, nice. Tokai's dessert wine. I mean, that's a completely different ball game. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. You're talking like a totally different thing. I mean, the Hungarian white wine, the Tokai, it's like a sweet dessert wine. It's world famous, but it's not something you drink with dinner. Like, creaky. We're starting to creak here. How about a good Rioja? I've got no wine in the house. Tomorrow maybe I'll buy something. Just drinking a beer here for today, Nefdov, for tonight. Welcome everybody. So yeah, infinite flash chess. Well, everybody, you have got a bottle of Malbec. You missed all the beers and wines from my collection. My collection doesn't last very long. I'm not good at collecting wine because it always gets consumed. All right. We are ready to get started in a couple minutes, guys. It's 5+3, 2 hours arena casual. I know Nils is not happy about that. Don't worry if you blundered by move 5. I just played a King's Gambit where I was lost in 5 moves Stook, and I won in 22 in my warm-up game for the tournament. So no problem with having lost position in 5 moves. Just dig yourself out of the hole and come back and win. Thanks, Clash Kid, for the leading donation for the week again. And we've got Jim and Fishrack Hal. I'd like to thank Acerbate, Move 11, for the Streamlabs donations. If you guys click on the Panda icon, or rather GIF, which was courtesy of Yabatis, in my Twitch page, you can make a Streamlabs donation, have the scrolling donation on the stream. So Clash Kid said it's better to blunder before move 5. That's true. I once knew a player who was really strong who like blundered like mate in 6 or something. 2400 level player. I think he was distracted by someone in the room, you know, made his move quickly and like went to talk to a friend or something like that, and he blundered like a mate, like queen d8 to d1, or I don't know how that could even happen to a 2400 level player. You'd have to be pretty distracted. He was like, I saw a big piece next to my king. And I was like, oh no. Weird. Yeah, that's something Ivanchuk would do. He's a space cadet. A brilliant space cadet. Yeah, Ivanchuk does some crazy blunders. Definitely. Not very often, though. Alright, folks, let's start our first stream of the new year. It's my pleasure. So Nils is in. Oh, he jumped in. He's like the second seed. Couldn't resist. Even though it's unrated. 1888. He's got the snowman rating. So we got 13, 17, 18 players. It's growing. A lot of people are off today, so I think we should have a good fair number of players for the holiday. Welcome everybody. Dim, good to see you. So 5+3 guys, Baleful is here. We're going to get started and we're going to be playing for 2 hours. So good luck to everybody. We're about to begin. I'm going to just step out so Nils doesn't get to play me now. I'm going to withdraw. I think I'll withdraw just to spite Nils. I'm just kidding, man. Good luck, everybody. We're going to get started. Here we go. Happy New Year. How could I mess with Nils a little bit? He's got the Grunfeld. What's he playing against E4 though? Wasn't he complaining that I never... Someone was complaining recently I never play E4. Oh no, he's playing the Spanish. Huh. There you are. You know, yesterday Move 11 was requesting... Move 11 requested a Spanish and I dissed him and I played D4. I'm sorry about that, Move 11. I was kind of tired at the end of the stream. It was martini time. And you gave me an opening request, but I just totally spaced. Sorry about that. $868 players. There's a raid from every streamer on lichess now. Here we go. So, well, at least I don't have to worry about the Marshall Gambit. I have no idea about the theory here. I lost a horrible game. I just want to try something, try to learn this line. I lost the horrible game in the Simul 2 weeks ago against Hisitnuts. And then yesterday, I had another game. Black played E takes D here. I mean, it's much more common to play bishop to G4. But it's sort of transposed. So I'm going to play this one, which I know like nothing about. But I'm hoping that Nils doesn't know anything about it, because nobody really plays this line. I once saw Alexander Ivanov play this against somebody. right. So let's see what Nils knows in the sideline. I don't know much. All I know is that this is not the topical trendy variation. D5 is very rare. Yesterday my opponent he didn't give me a chance to play this. He played ED, CD, and then Bishop G4. I don't know if there's something wrong with that. Maybe I could have played E5 or something. Jim, thank you for the donation. Very generous. Jim takes the bit lead for the week. Happy New Year, Jim. Happy New Year, everyone. So it's 700 for Jim. Somebody did get the 7. 7, 11. Clash Kid with 666 and Fish Rat Cow from yesterday. Thank you guys. So C6, yeah. This I think is the main move probably. Now I don't remember much about this. You have a challenge? I'm just trying to remember, was it Ivanov black or white that I saw this variation? I think it was like someone strong he was playing. A very old game from like 15 years ago. I'm trying to remember, but it's basically about the D5 square. White tries to play almost like a Sicilian. That would be the strategy here. Wow, Clash Kid over the top with 833. He's up to 1499. Raising Jim. 833. Exactly, Infinite Flash Chess. Exactly. So we're turning it into a Sicilian where we're focusing on the D5 weak point, you know. I mean, I think it's the kind of position that if black doesn't understand what's going on, weaker players could lose. Rook C8 I'm not sure about. I mean, it makes some sense, but it's not like the Sicilian in that sense. It's a little different. I don't have a knight on C3. I could actually play knight, you know, it just occurred to me I could play knight E3 there, but then he could play knight takes E4, and rook C8 would have saved him from losing a piece to bishop D5, so maybe rook C8 makes some sense in that way. Now, I'm talking a lot, but I'm not saying anything. What is that from? There's like a 80s rock song with that line in it. Is it literally Talking Heads? Knight h4, bishop takes e4, knight takes e4, knight takes e4, rook takes e4. So knight h4 has a problem with bishop takes e4. I mean, unless I play some sort of positional pawn sacrifice, that move isn't sound. Bishop g5 also allows tactics, perennial tactics. So it is Talking Heads, okay. Someone doing a 1337. Absolutely. I have this theory that Talking Heads was like one of the first alternative rock bands, but I'm not sure. They never get mentioned when you hear or when you see like, you know, when you see articles or discussions about, you know, who started alternative rock. You don't really see all like Talking Heads get mentioned, but I think they really started. They're a very important cog in modern rock music. Okay, Queen C7. So now what do? We can focus on the D5 square, and then we're not supposed to do this acerbate. Give up our good bishop. We have two good bishops. Where does it come from? It used to be a parking lot, and now it's all covered with flowers. Alright, I have no music on my stream. We just discuss music lyrics. It's like music analysis without the actual music. Alright, guys. Because I don't like to play music on my stream, because everybody has different tastes, and you can just listen to your own music at home. Okay, Bishop G5, we're focusing on the D5 square, as I alluded to earlier. I mean, this is not enough, necessarily. Again, knight H4. He's taking out my bishop on B3, but I don't care so much about that. As long as we just... Man, why is my knight on G3? If only it was on E3. Okay, now we're getting in time pressure, too. Knight E4... sorry, knight H4. Bishop takes H4. Bishop takes E4. Knight H4. Okay, let's do it. I don't know. This girl in Ginger64 stream voted to skip my song. She started paying people to skip all of her songs. You're being yeah, you're being... What's the word I'm looking for? You're being obstructionist again. Happy New Year, everyone. In the future, will there be an option to set the stream quality? There is an option, isn't there? I don't know. Alright, I have no time. There used to be. When you click on the stream, is there no option? So what's up here? Completely positional based game. We're gonna get Nils in a... Oh no, he just hung pieces. We conquered the D5 square. It's a Sicilian. Most instructive chess games ever played. Sicilian. Back to the tournament. Yeah, Bob is being problematic again, causing trouble and disruption. He's obstructionist. Bob, are you playing in the tournament? Oh, you can change the stream quality with Twitch Prime. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Baleful. Alright, Baleful's up. But you were in trouble anyway, Nils. Don't worry about dropping that piece. You would have lost anyway. Okay, Bishop F4 is a really annoying move. I'm so sick of this move. I hope this move dies. Did we have this game before? I mean, what if I play like C5 here? He's luring me into the Bishop G7. Tricked me. I mean, seriously, Nils, if you didn't drop a piece there, you were just going to get smoked in that. The D5 square is gone. The A pawn is backward and the D pawn is backward, and it would have been like just suffering for the rest of the game. It was better. It was like euthanasia for black there. You would have had no counterplay, and I would have just tortured you. You definitely, for an arena tournament, it's definitely better just to lose there and hang a piece. Not a fun position to defend. Bishop C4 is kind of a weird move. I remember there was this guy from Austria, one of those many Austrian IMs who I've beaten, Adolf Herzog, who did this against me. He did like Bishop F4 and Bishop C4 in the London system. The Vienna Open, 1996 Clash Kid. And I was like, why is he putting his bishop on C4 and his bishop on F4? Remember, the guy was really pissed when he lost. He was probably one of the higher rated players in my section. Yeah, I was like in their under 2400 section. of the Austrian Open, Vienna Open, way back when. Merle hacked. No, I think Baleful did this before. Merle would never do like bishop c4, bishop f4. That's a kind of weird. That's a weird setup. Merle's more correct, although once he put his bishop on e2. Depends on where how black's set up. It almost seems normal now, except I keep seeing that. What's the bishop on b3 about? What do you do with a bishop on b3? Pragmatist. My friend Larry Tapper is a stigmatist. What is a stigmatist? Okay, a4. He's just got all kinds of different ideas. I don't know what to do. I'm trying to do my standard stuff, but white's setup is a little bit different than the usual with the bishop on b3 instead of on e2. I mean, obviously I could have played like d5 and just chased him around. Now this seems to be just a concrete mistake. I mean, I would say you're giving up your center now. From Baleful, a very questionable decision to give up the strong point on d4. Merle's not here today. Alright, we'll try to win the tournament. I'm the only 2200 plus player at the moment. Guys, what's up? What was I going to ask? I forgot. Please join the tournament. Please draw. There was this Grandmaster Lukács. He's still around, but he doesn't play anymore. And he's playing this tournament, and he asked my friend, please draw. Baleful, what are you doing? Why did you just like give me a pawn for no reason? You got c3? Oh man. Alright, so I just play knight to d5, but he can take it. So this is not all about material. Being practical and fast and making a decision. Queen b6 trying to hang on to this pawn is probably not the best idea. I think I just need to, speaking of practical, give the pawn back. I mean, darn it. I thought I had something, but it's not so simple. There's a good chance we can pick off the a-pawn. If I just go for it directly with like bishop c6. Actually, I don't see him defending that. My original plan was bishop a6, but he has bishop c4 there, which kind of messes me up. If rook e1, knight d3 wins the exchange. Nils withdrew. We're all surprised. We know how much you like. We know how much you like casual tournaments. All right. Maybe we should make the tournament rated every other week or something. He's gonna lose material here. I'm starting to hallucinate. Do you know I am Bauman? No. He's 80 plus years. Yeah, I think you were telling me about him once. No, I don't think I ever met that guy. It's Bauman? I get it confused with Baumgartner. There was... My high school gym teacher was also named Baumgartner. Mr. Baumgartner. One of my high school gym teachers. Because I loved gym class. I wasn't that fond of it. But But anyways, no, there was another crazy Austrian old chess guy named Baumgartner. Okay, Baleful just dropped a piece. But I don't think that guy was an IM. He was like a FIDE master or something, probably. Alright, back to the tournament. Baleful, what happened? Making blunders. Nervous in the service. Isn't that a picture? Oh, yeah, of course. But that's different. Bob, that's Bumgardner. He's like Bumgardner. I mean, there's like a change in spelling. The Giants starting pitcher. Madison Bumgarner. Not quite the same. It was probably changed when his grandparents immigrated from the Hungarian Austrian monarchy. But it's spelled differently for whatever that's worth. That's like Pascal and Pascal. It's like comparing me to Blaise Pascal. Bumgardner. Exactly. You can make all kinds of interesting references that probably Bob would appreciate. Alright, we're in first place. Let's go, guys. Snap to it. We got nobody out there in the field who's really like doing the rampaging with the berserks and stuff. Come on. Wake up. What's that crazy Queen's Indian we got there? Who is that? Take back. It's a Nimzo, excuse me. Guys, look at that position. G5? Are you serious? Takeback's playing G5. Uh-oh. We got a 2200 player here. So Baumgartner. I guess it was that guy that I met years ago. Long time ago. 20 years ago. Yeah, he liked to go out and party when he was like 80. Now he's probably like 100. I don't know, man. I mean, I met that guy when he was like in his late 70s. He's probably like 95 now or something. Definitely like to be a ladies' man in his 70s. All right, let's get started. Before I give away any more info. Bob using an emote. Alright, I played e4 against a player I know nothing about. That's good. It just plays something weird. I mean, just to get our guy out of theory. I know nothing about this player, so... we use the good old... It's basically like a Rosalimo with my knight A3. I would think he should seriously consider taking with the other way there, with the D pawn. Okay, I'm playing the Nimzo. I decided. Against unknown opposition. I better defend my central pawn, I guess. He's extremely fast. Doesn't seem to be thinking a lot about his moves. Probably like a good bullet player. 2100 in bullet. Now e5 should be considered. It might be my last chance. This is going to change the game significantly. But if I don't, he'll play e5. That's making me concerned. I mean, a6 is a little bit sketchy. It's time-consuming and slightly weakening for black. Starts with A to Z. Wow. He just sacked the pawn. This variation is... is a player who I played in a Blitz tournament at a friend's house. He was a student of Dvoretsky and is still a very well-known grandmaster. What is his name? What is his name? Well, he's young compared to me. Alright, what are we doing here? This is a weird move to play. I'm like undoubling his pawns, but what the heck? I'm up a pawn. Zvygintsev, thank you. You said A to Z and I still couldn't figure out what it was. It's ridiculous. Like, how many Z names are there who play Knight A3 in the Sicilian? I couldn't come up with Zvygintsev either. Isn't that weird? It's such a memorable name. Zvygintsev, yeah, we played a couple Blitz games with Zvygintsev. How did I do? You know, I wonder. I don't remember. I probably like drew one and lost one back in the day. I had 2 draws with Dvoretsky, and he brought Zvygintsev with him. And I think I lost one and drew one against Zvygintsev, if I remember correctly. Okay, bishop g4, is that an issue? Not something I'm too happy about, honestly. The bishop g4. The queen is powerfully centralized here. You gotta like that. Knight on a3 needs to join us. Can you please join us? Stopping rook b8. It's a funny move because he blocked his own defense, queen h6. So after g4, g5, I'm gonna like win a piece. It's a little greedy, but a piece is a piece. So hold your piece. This is probably good for me. Yeah, now you want what? Get your knight in the game, man. Gotta get the knight in the game. Okay, sort up a piece. That's a good starting point. Trading pieces. Trading pizzas. This is not a player who gives up when he's down a piece, I take it. And I don't blame him. But he probably doesn't play a lot of increment either. I really ought to just slow down and win with this extra piece. Trying to create some confusion. But I'm still up a lot of material here. Two rooks and a knight for a queen. It's too much. Honestly, in an arena tournament, you really should resign here. He does have a check. I should have played rook e7 there. That was stupid. He did resign. Alright. I think you save us both time because you're probably going to lose. And this is a tournament where we're both going to get... We're going to suffer, both of us, if you want to keep playing in the tournament. Just play more games. Yeah, bullet philosophy, but even in a bullet tournament, I mean, you got to resign when you're just toasted because it's an arena. And you want to play, you just want to, you're basically not rewarded by, you know, playing lost positions. You're rewarded by winning as many games as you can, you know. So you want to just resign and play more games. He's going to cost us both a lot of time. Alright. Fast player, but he's probably not used to this time control. Delaying the top seeded player is a good strategy. It's a good strategy for who? I mean, he's delaying himself too. I mean, he's costing himself the ability to gain points there. So he could be beating like 2 players in the time that he's playing out that lost game against me. You know, Bob. He could probably like gain 4 points in the time that we just spent there. Everyone versus the bully on the playground. Who's Tall Company? 1500. Got a bunch of points already. So nobody like plays anything sharp. They're all playing like e3, bishop f4. Aha. It's funny, I was talking to one of my students about this. And my advice to him was to put the bishop on e2 when black fianchettos. If you're going to play like a Kali system, that's probably the better way. But actually, I was talking more in terms of when black was not playing c5 so early, so I'm not sure. Okay, it's not that bad for white. Now we're just transposing to a form of Tarash after ed. Knight takes d4 is possible too. Slothy. Anyway, guys, Happy New Year. c5. Okay. But this is an unusual move, but it is played sometimes. It looks a little random in this position. I'm not sure bishop g4 is a good move, actually. I could probably try to punish it immediately with b6. Did I get blackout drunk last night? It was my like most boring New Year's Eve ever. No, man, my mom's in the hospital. I'm like all alone here. It's the worst ever, like, conditions for New Year's Eve. I mean, if my mom was home, I'd be partying it up with her now. Give her half a glass of wine. I don't know, man. No, it was pretty boring. Sloth. There's a sloth trend. There was a sloth t-shirt trend over the summer. My son got a sloth t-shirt. It was really cool. Lives... what was it? Live slow or something like that. Coming after me. Prince of Watts. How can he be like playing this way? Who is this guy? Didn't he waste a tempo? Like, he's a tempo down. How can he have a decent position here? He's literally a tempo down. Now, I'm going to drop a pawn if I do this. It's the best way to play this. I mean, this is very strange for me that he can he can be like a full tempo down and have a decent game here. Queen c7. Rufus and Doofus, thank you for the host and the New Year's wish. My mom had a kidney infection. She's elderly. It's pretty serious when you get any kind of health issue like that, but she seems to be all right. Thank you for the wishes. All right, let's destroy the white center for the moment here. Now what do we do? A6. Look at that queen has sliding mobility from A4 now. Amazing. Knight E4, dropping a pawn is an excellent move. I think I'm going to get hosed by this guy. Objectively, black's probably fine here. I'm sort of overreacting. You could even take with the queen on c6 if you really want to be on the safe side. I can see him getting some sort of bind, though. Like, bishop takes c6, queen takes c6, knight d4. Queen takes a4, knight takes a4, and this move looks wrong. This is his first concrete mistake. I mean, how can you do that? He didn't want to give up his bishop. He's as dogmatic as stockfish. He went bishop d3, bishop e5, now back to d3. But probably bishop takes c6, queen h4, and it's not that bad for white, even though he doesn't have any center. He has a Steinitzian, Nimzovician pawn structure. So look at this. He's coming at me with tactics. e4, bishop takes f6, knight takes d5. And now I'm like screwed. I didn't notice that. Good to know. Who is this guy? I've never played him before. 1800 in bullet. His ratings are really consistent. He's decent though. 1900 in rapid. This is not what I really planned on. I thought I had the e4, but he has take, and then my e4 pawn is overextended and falls. That's a nice little combination. I definitely like to change my style for different opponents, Bob. I think that's very useful. Not everyone can do that, you know. Some people are kind of one-dimensional in style. I'm fairly flexible. Oh, the Yellow Dragoon is on a search for coaches. I thought about it today, but I've been so busy with other stuff, I couldn't really, you know, come up with anything yet. Yellow Dragoon, one of our... Yeah, Kaidanov is... Yeah, he's a good player all around, you know. I know you like opening theory a lot, and I don't think that Greg is... I don't think that he's like a specialist in opening theory, but I think he's very well versed, you know, in openings. I would call him... I was thinking about how I lost to him, you know, and every time I lost to Kaidanov, it wasn't really the opening really was any problem. Just middle game play. He outplayed me in the middle game, the games where we played. He's obviously very good in endgames and stuff. But he is, yeah, he's supposed to be a very good coach. I've only known him as an opponent, and that's not very pleasant. I haven't really been following, you know, what's going on with American chess coaches in the last year since I've been living in Hungary. Now we win a piece, so Prince of Watts just collapsed. But I think he had something going if he had just given up his bishop This is a really tough decision, you know, when to give up your bishop or not. I mean, and the whole debate about bishops versus knights and what kind of positions, but his play was inconsistent. Bishop d3, bishop b5, and then not exchanging it, you know. And my center obviously crushes now. But he had enough hypermodern control of the center there. If he had played bishop takes c6, bishop takes c6, where, you know, it probably wasn't that bad for white. So Yabatis, are you here? We were talking about a similar position today with Yabatis. It was basically a Scotch 4 knights where Steinitz played Zuckertort, and he didn't have any center, and he just basically wouldn't create any weaknesses. That's a Steinitzian sort of thing. This refusal to create any weaknesses at all. At some point, he did that a lot. Bob, that's kind of superficial, is it not? Eric Hansen, you guys had the Asian thing in common. That's obviously the most important thing when deciding on a chess coach, is if you have some sort of racial commonality with someone. All right. What are we gonna do? Knight d4. But he'd be a good drinking buddy. All right. What he lacks in coaching skills makes up for it. It's like Simon Williams in his drinking ability. He's fun to throw back a few pints with. Alright, I want to undermine the center, but I'm just realizing this is stupid because undermine the center. Undermine his structure, but he has knight b5 now, so what am I doing? White's hanging on. He's down a piece. This is obviously nitpicking. I'm nitpicking here. I don't want to lose any more material, though, like a second pawn or something like that. So what's the move? Yeah, obviously Simon Williams is the best choice for a Yellow Dragoon. You can teach him to play the classical Dutch. Alright, let's just do something. Just do it. Just don't. This is actually not the greatest line for me. Anatoly line. Just don't. Sponsored by Nike. Now I can finally play A5. It's about time. Dude's trying to sack some pieces here on G6. Well, honestly, I could recommend some Hungarian trainers to Yellow Dragoon. You know, who speak English. I mean, seriously, if you want to contact anybody among the Hungarian grandmasters and trainers, if you're interested, Yellow Dragoon, there's a lot of really good trainers, and they're less expensive than a lot of the Western counterparts. So that's an option. Not all of them are cheap, though. You could get like Ribley or something. I mean, Zoltan Ribley is expensive. He teaches in Austria. I mean, he's you know, he was a world-class player, for example. You could get someone like that as a trainer. Ribley is, I don't know if he's teaching online, though. That's the thing. A lot of these older guys, maybe they're not adapting to doing like online training. Not adaptable. Another player who doesn't like to resign when they're down pieces, which is understandable. We'll just keep it simple. Andy Greet. I played that guy once in Hastings years ago. was like 2005, I think. You're dragging us out, Prince of Watts, but you're hurting us. This is my excuse every time. You're only hurting yourself. I hope you're not in contention for like trying to gain points in this tournament. Or you don't have any plans of like winning a major prize here. Alright, I'm gonna go with the 2 connect to pass pawns. This is where you get out the doubling cube. What is it? He's trying to mate me now. He's threatening mate in 1. Let's just go with it. We'll give you that one. You can have that one. He didn't want it. Wow. Was that another mate in 1? A virtual mate in 1? This guy is tricky. Damn, dude, you just don't resign. You know, it's increment. I played Andrew Green. Yeah, but now I can't remember what the opening was. That was a long time ago. Shoot. Man, it was like 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago. I really, literally, I can't remember. Maybe I can remember if I try. It was a draw, surprisingly. My most common result. I have the feeling I was black. Yeah. Rook e4 check. Let me guess. No. Come on, dude. Resign. I did stalemate a guy with like 4 queens the other day. Why resign now? Okay. We're still in first place. But I'm sure that some game I played with Andrew Greet 10 years ago doesn't really reflect very well, you know, of any importance on the guy. He probably changed his opening repertoire. What color are you? You're white. Okay. Yeah, I remember Andrew Greet playing Caruana in the Olympiad, and he played like the 4 knights with. He played like something weird, like the 4 knights with bishop e2, which I thought was a really interesting idea to use against Caruana. And he ended up losing, of course. But you're white. I don't know anything about what he plays with black. But he had I thought he had a decent opening against Caruana. Alright, so that was like 3 or 4 years ago. Maybe longer now. Baleful again. Poor sport. Don't worry about Asterbait. My opponents don't resign. Especially like it's an arena. Please resign. It's an arena with an increment. It looks like we're playing Merle Dixon. No, he plays bishop b4 now. Letting the clock run out. You should report them to lichess. That's like they can get their account timed out or something for doing that. That's really bad sportsmanship. That just ruins your day. Yeah. I would report them for letting the clock run out for a long time. I probably reported 1 or 2 people for doing that. It's extremely irritating. Wow, g5. This is compromising his king side. Now here I don't know if I want to take on e4 necessarily. It's tempting, but alright, let's think about it. If I take and I go back with d2, I'm threatening to win a pawn. Then he would have to pin me. Yeah, I mean it's probably alright. Generally this can be bad. White has to backpedal. But f5 is so weakening for black. This is probably okay. Guys, tomorrow we're doing Weird Wednesday, unusual openings. I didn't plan anything else. I've done some Wednesday simuls, but tomorrow my mom's in the hospital, so I don't have a lot of extra time. When I'm not streaming, I'm usually like gone either working or visiting her, so I'm not going to do a simul. I think we'll just do the normal stream tomorrow at like 12 o'clock. 12 noon Eastern time. Okay, queen b6, an interesting move of sorts. Let's just keep the pawn on b2 and keep the pressure on e4. Now he can play f5, but then I have bishop e5. Actually, f5, bishop e5 castles. I don't know about this. This is getting kind of weird. Maybe I should play c5. That gets me in trouble sometimes when I make when I make moves that I just see at the last moment. I did this in a tournament 2 years ago, and I just like lost my whole advantage in one game because I just impulsively changed my plan like the last possible second. No more simuls. They just aggravate me. It's good training. Improves my ability to multitask. Man, black's in a really bad place here. I had a game with Arnold Denker where I got c5 in a Cambridge Springs. That was also a nice game. Knight d7, knight d6 check is strong, obviously. h4, interesting move. Or we could just develop our pieces, but if I play there, he does have time to play. Yeah, I guess I should go for this. It's a very, very good endgame for white. Minimalistic. You think it's bad for my mental health to play simuls, Bob? Oh, he's not. Actually, what's this about now? I mean, maybe h4 at this point. He'll just lock the position. Concerned if I play h4, he'll lock the position. He found it. Queen a5. I was expecting that last move. So we'll just keep our options open a little bit. White is clearly better. But it's not so easy to break through, create open lines. I have b4, b5 on the queen side eventually. Maybe f3 or h4. Basically, white has most of the breaks. And so this move is it really useful though? Baleful is bailing out. I'm very hesitant here. His king is messed up and his bishop's messed up. I mean, that's so sort of bad for black. Eventually, we've got to play b4. So now knight d5, p6. My God, man. Attacking the other side. Speed is amazing. Bob, let's focus on the chess. On my psychiatric evaluation. Alright, he's closing the lines, but we're not going to make it easy for him. Keep some imbalance in the structure. Man, the dude is professional locking positions, apparently. Professional locker. Oh my god. Okay, A4. We must do this before it's too late. Rather passive response by black there. He could have taken on A4, I thought. Baleful, do you purposely play like this on a regular basis where you literally try to lock entire positions? That's insane. Man, that is a hard way to play chess. It feels like he's a checkers master or something. Turkey Farm. Ayeste's here. He's not winning the tournament this week. But Pictus, what's up with Pictus, guys? He's like 1,500? No, he's 1,800. Okay. I thought he was a 1,500. He was like winning the tournament. But what's his deal? Is he won every game? Unbeatable? Somebody warn me if I have a potentially unbeatable opponent. Alright, we got a problem here. But we don't have to panic. Man. This is an amazing move. Maybe it's time to panic. Wow. And how can black play with a bishop on b7 and all those pawns like that and everything's okay? It's really crazy. d5. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here. I'm pretty much very, very fortunate to be alive. He has more tactics for me. Why do I never have any tactics? Just he has tactics. What is this position? He has more time than me. I mean, he missed knight d3 last move. Like, why is black winning this? I really ought to have something here. c6. I made him block his bishop. Well, he could have taken with the bishop. I mean, maybe that was a better move. He can also sack the exchange. This position is really messed up. Rook takes f2. He's going to have that. So it's like rook takes f2, bishop f2, rook f2, king c3, rook f3, king c2, rook f2, king b1. Maybe I'm okay there. I don't know, but he has a lot of compensation. I don't understand this game, man. I mean, he plays like he's from an alien planet or something. What a strange game for black. I could never understand what was happening in this game. It was convoluted and weird, you know? He's also like sees everything instantly. What's his bullet rating? He doesn't even have a bullet rating. He often makes some sort of big blunders. So I'm up the exchange for a pawn, but my coordination is kind of weird. So I wanted to play king c2. The problem with that is now knight e3 check. But I guess even there, king b1 is okay. Okay, this is totally not what I expected. I mean, it's natural to push a pawn. Some really demented moves, like king d3, knight f4 check, king e4, king d6 check, and black's like, what's going on? Yeah, he has other move orders there too. Kind of controversial, to say the least. Alright, I don't know. We'll just keep it simple. Try to keep it simple to some degree. He's faster than me too. This is fun. This is fun. This isn't fun, man. Bob will tell you that I am stressed out. I need another beer after this game. Okay, so the guys are getting ahead of me with 16 points. We're going to have to start berserking. Imagine if I had berserked this game. Even just bishop takes d5. No, he can't do that. Okay. Alright, so the obvious question, which was my original plan, is king e4. He suddenly doesn't have a place to go. I mean, it's really messed up. It's gonna be like 2 exchanges down. Central king. Alright. That was a weird position, man. It got out of control. I wouldn't be surprised if I was losing at some point in the complications there at all. That was fun for him, more so than me until the end. Black has at least rook takes g2. Well, earlier he missed knight d3 instead of knight g2. Knight takes g2, he had instead the knight the other way, which didn't take anything, but it like threatened my rook, and there were all these horrible threats. So I had the feeling that I was close to lost. But you did a good job rushing and playing fast early. I mean, not early, but in the middle game stage. You created great complications, and you completely confused me. Now we've got to play the high-rated guy again. Come on. Why can't I play like a 1600? This is what happens when you read Andrew Soltis. You start playing g6 every game. Alright. Well, I'm afraid that he probably plays like the King's Indian. What am I saying? Yeah, like he probably knows the white side of the King's Indian really well. Something like that, so. A lot of knight f3 players do. We got a symmetrical English. The safe system. Not queen d7, which led to a tragic loss for me last year. My only loss in the Budapest team championship. My only loss in both team championships was to Major Oshandrash, an older IM, with queen d7. It's a Bent Larsen system. It was horrible. He crushed me in a brilliant game. Alright, so white just basically doesn't care, you know, trading off this bishop. I mean, I can understand that. Should we go with like h5 now? Or do we just try to play like normal chess? I guess we go postal. I mean, that's why we're here, right? Uh-oh. Knight d5 now. h4 gets super weird. I had enough. All right, I've had enough. I'm not going to get involved in that. Now he's getting real solid on me. h4. Where's s4? That's his favorite. We sack a pawn here. Man, I lost a wicked game in my simul to s4, where he did a similar early h5 h4 against my g3. Exacerbate monitoring the number of players. What's our record aspect? We've had like 50, 60 players in some events probably. But it is a holiday in many places. Alright, so we sacked a pawn. Well, that's fine. Now what? I'm not going to sack the exchange. I'm just playing chess. Just looking for fishy compensation. Murky. Okay, White has more time and he's a pawn up here. But it will never be like completely safe. The situation will never be completely safe for White. He'll never be able to sleep at night with that H-file open. Seems like a good player. That's a weird move, though. Actually, tempting to play f5 here, but I would really weaken my own position. He's tempted to play f4, but you know, is that something you want to do or not? g5. Bishop f6. It's getting kind of weird. White's play is very principled, and I've been kind of reckless. It's also remarkably fast. f4 now. Would that just win a piece? Whoa. Well, I mean, at least he didn't win a piece. That's good. Could have been worse. He like did that like instantaneously too. So I think I would criticize White only on the basis of playing too fast. Like, well, what do you do? Just like play bullet all the time? Make instantaneous moves? Why not stop and think about your moves a little bit? When you got this much time. Failure to think. It's obviously very brilliant, but at the same time, look at this. f5. Picks off a pawn. He's dropping d3 though. Okay, this is pretty weird. I'm gonna drop something. We just pray we're gonna stay alive here somehow. In a world of hurt. And I thought I had that. So I have to take with a knight. Man, I have to take with a knight. This is not what I intended. But I guess I'm lucky I even have this move. Looks like I'm close to lost. White's play amazingly fast. All of his moves are like instantaneous. Dude, it's too much bullet chess. Bullet is not healthy for your chess game. It just makes you play without thinking. So now queen c6 check. He's lost some of his advantage. It's a very tough position for me. He's only used a minute for the whole game. He's 2100 in bullet. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Why isn't he higher in bullet than he is in blitz? He should be way higher in bullet. The speed at which he's played, I mean, he's clearly better at bullet than in blitz. Infinite's like, this position reeks for black. This is like the best my game has been since like move 10. About now. I'm almost not lost for the first time in the last couple moves. This is like, it's getting better, you know? It's been getting better with the last few moves. I was like utterly lost. White has amazing board vision and using no time. But the fact that his bullet is lower means, I mean, I don't know. He just needs to play more blitz or something. He needs to play more bullet, actually. He should be like 2300 in bullet, at least. Suddenly he's using a lot of time. That's weird. Rook h6 was a hard move to find, because like king f7 loses to knight e4. That was the biggest problem with my position. And I need to keep e6 protected. Rook d8 lost to rook takes, king takes, queen d4 check. My rook is hanging on h8, so that's also a huge problem. It's not so easy for him here. Yeah, this is probably one of his better moves. Alright, what's his threat now? Some rook d6 type of stuff? But it's not that simple. Well, I would assume the guy was like Italian. I mean, Bigoli. The Alban could be. He could be an Albanian Italian. Those two countries, surprisingly, border one another. Okay, queen c5 check. Trying to stay alive. Please. And now king f7, queen e4. King f7 may not be that bad. Again, the time. Who does that remind me of? Whoa. It's our actual position. So he's like extremely strong. I did win the first game against him. He played bad positionally in that game. Time was not his problem. He played too recklessly. Now in this game I played recklessly. In the first game he was like reckless and he changed style. He became like conservative now in game 2. Right. He doesn't seem to have an immediate threat. Yes, he does. Knight g5. Did I miss something? Man, this guy is good. Wow. Where did he come from? It's a new account? Almost mated. Plus the speed. Reminds me of someone else who used to play in my tournaments a lot, actually. Anybody else? Reminded of someone? Maybe he's back. But maybe not. He's already calculated that? What? Okay, right. So it's our old friend, I guess. Fonza Curry's back. Alright, that's probably him. Yeah, it looks like he's back. Fonza Curry's new account. Well, as long as he's playing, you know, not with an engine. If it is Fonza Curry. Fonza Curry was using a lot of engine action. But it feels very similar. he saw those moves at the end like almost instantaneously. Some amazing moves. So I'm afraid that's the same guy. It's a guy who was cheating on my stream a lot. He would win these tournaments regularly. He would repeatedly come to the tournaments and cheat. But this player, I don't see that, you know, computer use. But the guy was legitimately 2100, probably without cheating. So Yellow Dragoon is back to his old stuff here. All right, what am I gonna do? This is not a good system for black, obviously. Well, Fonzakuri could play legit too, but then he started mixing in the computer cheating on top of his like good bullet skills. You know, that's basically. We didn't think he was a cheater for a long time till he got like 4 accounts banned. You know, in a short span of time. The guy basically went along like he was just a strong bullet player, and then one account was banned, then the next account was banned, then the next account was banned. So it was like a stream of like 3 or 4 accounts. So he could play. He was a good player. A little like Tushar. Well, stronger than Tushar. So the same basic premise, though. You know, good player, but also cheating in some situations. So that's why he just kept getting banned. Kept denying that he was a cheater, because he did seem like he was legit in playing like bullet and stuff. All right, what are we doing here? We're playing another strong player, unfortunately. I've got to get my pieces out. Fonza normally plays e4, so c4 was a surprise. Fonza also plays the Sicilian, which the guy did. We can check his openings, but if he wants to hide his identity, you know, it's not that hard for a Sicilian player to play the English. You just pretend you're, you know what I mean? You pretend you're black. So that kind of... He's also... The Fonzakuri guy was obsessed with the dragon, accelerated dragon. So playing a dragon type of English would make sense. But this is just speculation. I mean, the guy could be another player. Cane Man with h5. I played a little too recklessly. I mean, I'm not going to say the guy's a cheater or something. I just think he's similar to Fonzakuri. It could be that guy. Definitely. The bullet was just like him. Like, it was just like playing that guy. He's insanely fast. Probably will see the account get banned in a couple months or something. Or maybe less. Like the other guy. He's back again. They just can't help themselves. I told you the story about Cane Man. It's like this old Russian candidate master who... He had 2 canes. He weighed like 300 pounds. Alright, Yellow Dragoon is going off on a positional tangent, which is good, because I think he's dangerous tactically, and I'm scared when he gets his opening lines. Like, this variation's been giving me fits lately. Not only against Yellow Dragoon, but there was Morales who was playing it too. No, but positionally it's fine. I mean, this is the way. This is good. I played like this with black against the English too. It's a good system for white. So I'm in trouble on time. Can I play c4 at some point? Move 11, are you trying to get me to play h5 or something? I don't really have any counterplay. I'd like to play c4, but I don't see how it works here. How about this? Hey, let's trade pieces. Brilliant. Oh, this move is brilliant. Knight b6. Exclamation point. You have a crappy structure like this, you definitely want to trade pieces. I'm almost okay. We get rid of our... Oh, I just dropped a pawn. That was dumb. Whoops. I'm still phased from the last game. So now we're going to be like suffering. I'm phased from the last loss. Really took something out of me. But how has this picked this guy beating everyone. Who is that? Does he, like, got a perfect score? Discord finally got around to tell me Sladgie is live. That was nice of them. Okay, we lost the pawn. Big deal. Big deal. Now he's trading pieces. Alright. Hey, it's just a pawn. Ironically, when my position was okay, that's when I lost to the last guy. Like, in the endgame, I was out of trouble when I lost. Okay, the endgame was interesting, but he just flagged me. That makes me feel like it was Fonza Curry. That was that guy's major strength, like extremely fast bullet play. That makes it look like Fonza Curry. Definitely his modus operandi, like 100%. Ultra fast play, 2100, 2200-ish level. Likes to play the tournaments to dominate them here. But who are these guys? Van, SH, and Pictus that have like so many points. How is a guy with 1800 like running away with the tournament? Can somebody give me a rundown on him? This guy's 2198 at least. So Yellow Dragoon is tanking and he's only up a pawn. He has a weakness on d4. So I feel like my chances to hold a draw here are pretty good. Not that easy for White to make progress. His extra pawn is basically kind of backward on d3. He doesn't have an attack, let's say. And so it's a really big grind to try to win this pawn up position for White. A4, d4. I guess I don't want him to play d4 particularly. We're going to have to just adapt. We'll just have to adapt and try to play a4 if he plays b3. Like a Benko type of thing. This is a tempting move, but I'm not sure that e5 is necessarily good. How's my h rook? Is it doing something? Right, taking on e5 is also possible. I'm going to go with the a rook. Alright, we're going to change the dynamic now with d5. Yellow Dragon is a great player. Master. Candidate master strength. I mean, he is like a candidate master, I guess. I don't know if he has that title officially or not, but... Alright. d5 gives us a little bit of... He's really trying to get me on the king side now, very clearly. Get me. We've got the file now. Super important. Let's see, f5 looks really serious, so I don't want to allow that. Now I've got some weaknesses, but I have the file to compensate. Uh-oh. He has other ideas. Nice tactical concept. We use the file. We use everything we've got to stay alive, basically. Any counterplay? Multiple threats. I need a rook. Can I get a rook, please? It's like Bughouse. Okay, I'm never going to win this tournament. I mean, I don't know who this guy has picked this, though. I mean, 1800. That's believable. Has he won every single game he played, or what's he doing? Now he's playing the other crushing guy. I don't want to play those guys. Should I just resign if I play those guys? Well, we lost one game, but it was a fighting game, and it was fun, and whatever. Guys, thanks for supporting the stream. Clash Kid 14.99 today. Dim with 700. Thank you so much, guys. Alban is like super legit. So Yellow Dragon offered a draw. He's up a pawn. He might have to lose it back, but I think I'm going to take the draw there. I was in much big trouble earlier, down a pawn. Now we're going to try to salvage this tournament. Like, what's this guy's deal? It's a good thing it's not rated. He's undefeated. I mean, come on, dude. You're like 1,800. What's going on? He's got 9 points. How many points? 8 out of 9? That's realistic. So the guy's legit, apparently. He lost a game to Van SH, but Van SH has won every single game. We know nothing about this guy. Oh, we got to play him again. All right. Now he's playing d4. Okay. He played knight f3 last game. Now he plays d4. So that would try to move away from the... He would move away from the suspicion of being... What's his face? Fonza Curry by doing that. Because Fonza Curry never played d4. Could move away from that. This is like... a3 is kind of a weird move for white. I don't know why I played the Bogo. I just wanted to play something solid since I lost the last game. Alban Bagoli. It's probably just a random guy. I don't know. But I was scared because Fonza Curry hasn't been around in a while, and it felt like it was time, you know, for Fonza Curry to be... It was just about the right time for Fonza Curry to come back. Alright, now where do I go with my knight? In this case, maybe knight e7 isn't bad, because white's set up rather passively. Knight e7, there's also knight b8, kind of classic. There's also knight to d4. Knight d4 gives him the central roller. I don't think I like that. I guess knight e7 will play it like a b4, very positional. So now he's playing positionally. The time use is kind of frightening. The failure to use any time at all. I mean, that's pretty disturbing. Sealer sweeper, right. The guy uses no time. I mean, it's getting a little bit ominous now. He tactically missed something. That's good. So he makes mistakes. Well, I never thought he wasn't human. I just thought it was Fonza Curry. Based on time speed. Time speed. It's good to know he makes mistakes. So he basically dropped a pawn there. Being human and all. It reminds me a little bit of, actually, our friend and former moderator, what are we doing here? Try to pick up a pawn. Bishop c4 played instantly. It's a weird move. Just solves all the problems tactically. I'm very flustered by losing a game to the guy, the last game. That upset me. He's playing ridiculously fast, though. I mean, why would you use 0 time in a situation like this? You know, why would you do that voluntarily? I think I'll just use 0 time. It's like to show off and like rub the other player's face in it. Or what's the purpose of playing a 5+3 game using 20 seconds for the whole game? I mean, it's just an arrogance thing, or that's the way you literally play all your games? Like, you don't use any time? Like, would you... Maybe if you played just 1 minute chess and you couldn't adapt to a different time control, I could kind of see it. Yeah, even JCS is like, I can't play that fast. Why would you want to? I mean, other than to like rub the other player's face in it. I can beat you with like, 5-1 odds or something. Oh yeah, I understand it's like the format of the tournament arena, so he's not trying to do a stream and make it instructive. He just wants to win more games quickly. But when you're playing one of the strongest players in the tournament, I mean, it seems like a bad strategy to diss them by moving like instantly, constantly. So now it's looking pretty good for me. We got 2 rooks for the queen. That was like our other game. Queen takes, rook takes, rook takes. King g2, unfortunately, so I'd rather not go there. But bishop takes b5, I thought about. Probably the simplest. Just pray you don't miscalculate something. And we're just simply up a pawn. Yeah, this is a good practical move. I can't believe that he's okay here. I'm going to sack my queen again. Well, I wouldn't call it a sack necessarily. Very similar to the material imbalance we had in game 1. It's going to be like two pieces and a rook for a queen again. I mean, this guy needs to learn how to use his time. I mean, he would be like a grandmaster if he took his time. Imagine if he took his time. He would be like 2,600 FIDE. This is like using one... He's playing 5-1 odds against international masters. And doing alright. Pick this. That's realistic. An 1,800, winning every single game. I'll be lucky to make it to third place. What happened to Van SH? He won all of his games, totally new account. You suspect his thoughts are quite artificial. I mean, he did miss that his queen was overworked. It was funny though, like in game 2, he seemed to tone it down. And now again, he's kind of back to where he was. You know what I mean? Isn't that kind of weird? So now he's got some tricks. I think I have to play like g6 or something. He's got tricks, you know. Weakening my dark squares. Yeah, this is like an artificial move. I think he might have missed something there. Well, I think he like definitely missed something there. Didn't he have a tactic? I guess he still has good moves. Queen g5. What's happening? So I'm taking this. Too much bullet chess, I suppose. This really should be winning. Like, he found the move knight g5 very quickly. Another instant tactic. Now it's over. Definitely something almost crazy about his style. Once again, I mean, reminiscent of Fonza Curry. Extremely. Too late for Tushar. Like, figuratively, he offered me a draw. That's nice. Alright. So, yeah. Well, we can waste another 3 minutes of the arena tournament if you want to. That's cool. He's a good sport. Excellent sport. Pictus now beat at 2200. Yeah, that's... I'm not going to play that guy. He's won every single play. You think this is... We'll have to evaluate his games after, but it looks... It starts to look very suspicious. What about Van SH? He finally lost the game? Oh, is that the guy that Pictus beat? No. Yeah, okay, so Pictus beat everybody. I have to play Yellow Dragoon again. It's a terrible pairing. Come on, man. I mean, I'm in 5th place, and I have to play Yellow Dragoon. Who's giving me these pairings, man? At least we know Yellow Dragoon is human and legit. Some of the other players I'm not sure about. It's always scary. Okay, so A6. Yeah, I don't see the system that much here. But A6 and B5, you can do that against pretty much anything. So I think I'm supposed to play like Bishop D3 now? It seems slow in this position. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I'm scared. We really need to develop our pieces. Oh, man, I don't know. Man, that's not clear to me. How I'm supposed to react here. A4 sucks. Soltis just talking about this in a book I'm reading. He would do this with black. He did it in an Averbach, and it's a similar idea. You know, if you play A4, A5... Otherwise, like, B5 is just annoying. So Bishop D3, I guess I'm supposed to do here. This is strange, though. This feels wrong. This feels completely wrong for white. It's my move again. Oh, he played knight on BD7 quickly. I had a Makaganov against Lugi that was similar to this, but this doesn't seem like I'm playing this right. Unfortunately, I don't see A6 enough from people, so I don't really have like a set system ready for it. I play the same way in some setups, Yellow Dragoon. In the Bishop G5 Smyslov system, Gingy actually recommended doing this. The Slaginator 9000. Yeah, Pictus won every single game. We'll have to put his games under the microscope. I mean, obviously the other guy's human, but the third guy I'm not sure about either. These two new guys, you know, 1800s don't go winning every single game in a Blitz tournament. That's suspicious. The other guy is like 2200, so that might be legit. The second guy is just super fast. I have no chance. I'm going to finish like 5th place. We should have berserked, but I kept getting like master after master. Okay, so now I think that Yellow Dragoon may have made a mistake. You know, he played knight b6 here. I mean, I think this is a strategic mistake. Though I don't know, he's really supposed to be striving to play c5 there. So now I have a good French. We have a good French. I mean, this is good. I'm glad, you know, pleasure doing business with you. Okay, you have play. You have counterplay. But at least my position is pretty good. F4. We have to argue that Yellow Dragoon is guilty of the playing too fast. Actually, I'm not so sure. Maybe I should have made a defensive move there. I have to be really careful. This is a little awkward. Maybe I should have... He gives me a second chance, though. Maybe I should have played a4, a3 here. Now I have a second chance to do it. g4. I mean, that's not a stupid move. We could try it. Just go postal. Alright. I don't know. I'm talking a lot, but it's an ugly position for both sides. I have more space. There's bishop a6. The problem is a4. Maybe I should just stop him from doing a4. Then bishop a6, rook f3. Is g4 realistic here? I mean, it looks totally insane. That's crazy. I don't have that. You know, I can't be thinking like that. So a4, a3, a3. We'll at least stop. We'll stop a3 and we'll stop knight c4 temporarily. Try to play with our space advantage. Where do I go? Do I go rook f3 for this imaginary kingside attack, or should I go over here? We try for the imaginary kingside attack, or we just go to the c file? Let's forget about the imaginary kingside attack. Man, this has been a tough tournament. Pictus, perfect player. Yeah, I don't think his account will be around long. If he's 1700 in bullet and he wins every single game he plays. The other guy is Kanza Furry. And then Van SH lost to Kanza Furry. No, he lost to Pictus. So Van must be human if he lost against Pictus. Pictus. Alright. Well, you can't have two pieces on one square. So we'll play this. I forgot the first game with the Yellow Dragoon was a draw. How many times did we play? 2? 3? I can't remember. He's getting space on the queen side. Yellow Dragoon, do you play the French by any chance? I didn't know you played the French, but you seem to be adept at this. Guys, tomorrow we're doing Weird Wednesday. Yellow Dragoon is pretty strong. I would say not as scary as Pictus. Who I probably won't play against. I don't really want to lose without even going into the game. That looks like what happens if you play Pictus. You're destined to lose automatically. Alright, so now I don't have a lot of space. g4. And we almost have something. Taut Ervin. And the Nimzo. I'm playing an f3 Nimzo, it feels like. It doesn't seem fair that black is better here after playing this gross f5 type of stuff. Just not fair. Alright. I mean, g4, come on. Let's do it. We got in g4. We got some play. Do you play the French for real? 13 minutes left. Knight c4. That's going to be a problem. I guess I should take... We might have some kingside attacking chances. He takes that way, wow. Alright, now it's the closed Sicilian. Playing it safe. I have knight b5 threatened. Did I have knight b5 last move? Oh, that's interesting. We could get both the knights in there. Doesn't play French. He just likes the structure. He's a fan of the French defense structure. Looks like you're trying to play the French. There it is, knight c4. All right. Well, that makes it easy. We know what to do. I like it when my opponent makes my decisions for me. He's got to babysit that pawn on a4, which is kind of an annoyance for him. And we've got some kingside threats now. This actually looks kind of scary for black, I would say. He could really get in trouble very quickly here. Only 11 minutes left. Obviously, the great Pictus crushed the tournament. Can't wait to analyze his games with with the engine. All right, so here now, if I play queen takes, it looks like black is gonna play queen c5 or some offer of trading queens. But I'm not sure I have an option, really, an alternative. I mean, queen g2, queen g2, queen g2, rook g8, and then I mean, I could play knight e2, but he just takes it. So I guess I have to take this. And any fantasies that I'm just winning are probably, you know, not that clear. Any fantasy that I was simply winning based on the kingside attack is premature. But the French players gotta love. You gotta love this position. Take rook on the 7th. Or avoid trading queens. But how? I feel like I have to avoid trading queens. His knight just gets too strong if it gets in there. Okay, it's just a messy position, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I have to play like this. I let my clock get really low, but I could, you know, I was looking for better than I had. I think white is still slightly better based on the kingside chances and the space advantage, but he's got a lot of counterplay. I'm still slightly better. I would prefer to be white here because of the space with the e5. What happened with the tournament? Pictus ran away with it. What's happening with the position? He just gave me his d4 pawn. Wow, he's got tactics of his own. My knights are kind of ominous. But he's got counterplay against b2. Although it's not that easy to, you know, say that that's enough. Black's doing fine now. I guess I expected him to play d3, but he rejected that for some reason. Yeah, knight e5 was something that we've been looking for, but I don't think it, you know, it clearly works. He could try it right now, you know. There's a lot of complicated things about that, though. Queen c3. Queen c3, queen takes d4. Queen c3 is just a perverse move. That almost works. It might even work. I mean, what does he do on queen c3? Kind of hard to see a move. But maybe I should just simply take, you know, rather than complicating my life. Okay, he's winning. He's tricked me now. I messed up. I didn't see my time was so low. This was stupid. Like, I let my time fall too low. I mean, king g3 is triple exclam. Guy sees everything. Except for that trick. Now he's done it. Now I've done it. Alright, man. Good game. That was stupid. I got out of it and you beat me anyway. I can't believe it. That was so sick. I got out of it with king g3 and I'm probably like winning and I blew it anyway. I think in the endgame I'm like winning, but I have to play perfectly. With my king on e5, oh man. That was sick. Yeah, after king g3, I didn't plan king g3 and I just found it. No, it's lucky. This guy's challenging me. NMW Grafe. Yeah, okay. At least 2+1. It's why am I getting all these weird challenges? Alright. 2+1. Yeah, that was sneaky. King g3 is a surprise. So you should have traded queens on f4 and then played rook takes b2 and e5. And you're, you know, like, probably winning yourself. Why is this guy repeatedly challenging me? I hate when people do that. If I don't accept a challenge, if anybody doesn't accept a challenge, then they don't want to play you. You don't need to challenge them again and again and again. When people decline your challenges, it's for a reason. So, yeah, so you should have just traded queens on f4, and then I'm lost. But it maybe not rook takes b2 check, because then I have rook g2, and rook takes g2, knight takes g2, which is just a 3 pawns for a piece in an ending. But if you do, like, queen takes queen, knight takes queen, and simply e5 in that position, I think then I'm really, really likely to be lost. Maybe lost, even though you're down a piece momentarily. Alright, guys, so Yellow Dragoon is playing the speed guy. Let's see what's happening over there. We think it's Fonzo Curry. So, it's King's Indian with rook e8 and c6 and d5. What happened here? Rook e8, c6, bishop e3. So white's supposed to play h1 here. Alban Bagoli just simply played a bad move. Okay, this guy's gonna get... He's gonna get banned. How do I block him? How do we block him? Can we block the guy? Block. Blocker. Alright. Do not do that, dude. Do not multiple times challenge. Yeah, so... Alright, this is okay for black. Basically, Yellow Dragoon just equalized, or maybe more. It looks like. Because of bishop e3. So it's knight c6. What is that, a draw? Maybe white has some tricks here. Knight a6. I guess knight a6. Oh, that'll work. Okay, never mind. So that's easier. So I finished 5th place, it looks like. Am I going to get another game? Blue-Eyed Albino got past me when every single game he played. That's nice. I still don't get paired. So I had a good finish to the tournament there. Or after Berserk. Anyway, it's not going to matter. We're not going to finish the game in 250. Thanks, guys, for watching and taking part in the tournament. So this game will not count, most likely. Made some fun games today. Pictus lost to someone? But who? He just like gave somebody a game? to make them feel better. Is that what happened? Drummer's just ignoring my moves. It's not important, it's just your pawn structure. Happy New Year, Anita. What's up? So, everybody Happy New Year for that matter. I'm finishing in 6th place. Blue Eyed snuck by me. It looks like Van SH just quit. But who did Pick This lose to? This game will not finish in time. Alright. Bishop B7. We're just good. Rook B1. Nice rook on the B line. The B line reminds me of Boston. Alright. He lost to Blue-Eyed Albino. Oh, that's interesting. But he already had the tournament, you know, in the bag, so he could just start dropping games. Doesn't matter anymore. Avert suspicion. The best time to start losing games is once you have the tournament in the bag. So we can sack our queen. I have to remember that this is like berserked, and there's 55 seconds left. The B line. I was thinking of sacking my queen, but I think that's a little bit over the top. A little over the top here. The black queen isn't too bad. Yellow Dragoon finished 2nd. Nice job. Alright, so this looks over. Drummer is lost. That is pinned. Just take. Always take. And that we take everything. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, but there's no time left, so the tournament doesn't, you know, this game doesn't count for the standing. You had me twice. Back to the tournament. Alright, that's it, guys. Alright, so Pick This. With the performance of only 2,080, you know, what did he do? Did he avoid playing all the strong players somehow? I mean, I don't mean to take away, but he didn't have to play, you know, any games with me or Yellow Dragoon or Alban Begoli. That's amazing how he averted that. He managed to not play any of the 3 highest rated players until he hit Blue-Eyed Albino at the end. That was pretty lucky pairings. Yellow Dragoon performed really well. I mean, he has a 22-54 performance. Had to play me twice. He got a 1.5 out of 2 against me. So he deserved a good finish. And Van SH, just, did he drop early or something? Because he was like perfect score. No, he started losing games. Okay. Or he lost a game, actually. He only lost a game to Pick This. So he had a really incredible performance. But these two players are new, Pick This and Van SH. I don't know. It helps keep insane people sane. Do you think so? I think it makes some of them worse. Anyway, guys, Happy New Year. Congratulations to Pick This, Yellow Dragoon, and Van SH. I don't know what happened to Alban Begoli. Got kind of cheated there. I mean, he was doing so well. I finished in 5th place. Blue-Eyed Albino came late. We managed to stay ahead of him. Wow, he snuck in front. How did that happen? Drummer on 17. Baleful. The most games, or nearly the most games. Tom Rini and Fuzzy Logic with the top 10. A total of 48 players. Thanks everybody for watching. Thanks Yellow Dragoon for some training games today. Kept me busy. This tournament wasn't easy. I had to play Yellow Dragoon twice. In the beginning I said there wasn't a lot of strong players, but we ended up with like 4 master strength players. Badr Jababa, the new Tao. I don't know about that. That's a little bit strange. I would have compared Badr Jababa to Tal, but maybe some other players. Anyway, guys, he's a crazy player. Alban Begoli said he's not Fonza Curry. I'm from Kosovo. But Fonza Curry was from the same region. Alright, guys. Anyways, we will see you next time. And it will be Wednesday. It's actually Alfonso Curry was from Serbia. Wasn't that it? We're pretty close to Kosovo anyway. Not that far. The same general region. But anyways, all right, sir. Thanks for playing. We will be back on Wednesday. Thanks everybody for joining us. Happy New Year. Thanks to Clash Kid and Jim for donating today to support the stream. And thanks everybody for subscribing. Please subscribe and check out my replays on YouTube, Video Chess Training on YouTube. Thanks to JCS for being our moderator. It's been a fun tournament and not a good finish for me, but anyway, you know, I did have fun and we had some interesting battles, so I need a little bit more training. I haven't been playing off stream any kind of extra games, so I need to keep myself informed. Anyway, tomorrow we'll play Weird Wednesday Unusual Opening, some Blitz and Rapid Chess against the viewers. So if you guys want to catch that, it's going to be 12 noon Eastern Time tomorrow. Thanks, Asterbait and everyone, Jim and Turkey Farm, everyone. You're welcome, and yeah, that's it. So congratulations again to Pictus, Yellow Dragoon, and Van SH. Thank you, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great one, guys. Good luck versus Andrew Greet. Make sure you don't greet him too nicely. All right? We'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Thanks again, JCS. Bye-bye, guys.